Today we're going to look at how to create a form and then how to use that form using Google Docs. The first thing you need to do is to head to docs.google.com and then log into your account. You can see I'm already logged in and it's got a list of my current documents available to me. Once you're logged in, down the left hand side we're going to select the create and we're going to create a new form. That will load you into a new form window. You can give the form a title, so I'm going to call this one sample form, and then I'm going to give it a description, and then you'll notice that our first question is already available to us within the form. So you can give each question a title. My first question is going to be the person's name, and then we can give them some help text if it's required. And then it's asking you what type of question this is. This is going to require a text box to answer, so this question type is a text question, and I'm also going to be forcing this to be a required question. They have to answer that. And then you can choose done. You'll notice that my first question is then ready and it's got my second question available to me. If I move to the right hand side I have a little edit dialog. If I choose that I can change the question. So the second question is going to be a gender question. And I'm going to change this question. Instead of being a text question, I'm going to change this one to a choose from a list, and you'll notice that I then get a choice for my options. I enter in my options, and once again I'm going to make this question required, and I'm going to choose done. My second question is then available. At the top of the page, for my third question, I'm going to have to add a new item. So if I choose this little button, it's asking me what sort of question do I want to ask them. Excuse me. And I'm going to make this a multiple choice question. So this is where I'm going to actually give them choices. So I'm going to choose multiple choice. We're American, we'll go with favourite. Multiple choice. You can also pick a page based on their answer, so you can actually direct them to different paths if they choose different options here. That's not how you spell Coca-Cola. And so on. You can continue to add more and more options as you like. And this one's not going to be a required question, so I'm just going to choose done. So I've asked them to have a sample form, or I've given the page a title, I've got the users to enter in their name, their gender, a multiple choice question. If we add another item, this one is going to be a checkboxes list. This is where you're able to choose multiple answers. I'll put that in as the help. Chocolates I like. So for this question I'm going to make them choose multiple answers. It's going to be chocolates that I like. They have to select from the following list all that apply. And you'll notice the checkbox. So once again you can continue adding more and more options. Just straight down the page, and each time you add a new option you continue to get another option available. The final option, you'll notice down the bottom here you've got an or add other. If you choose to add an other, then when they select this they also get to type their own answer into the text box there. I'll choose done, and that will do for my sample survey. Now you can also change the theme. So here I've got only 4 questions set in my survey. I can change the theme, and that will give me, or it will save the form first of all, and it will then give me a choice of available themes straight from the Google site, and you just can select one that fits. So I'm going to go with Synergy, and you'll notice that it's then applied that theme to my form. Down the bottom of the page it tells me that I can view the published form here, and there's a link directly to the form. So if I click on that link, it'll open the form up in the new page. I can then enter in my details, select all that apply, and I can start submitting and receiving responses. You'll notice that when the responses have been submitted, they get a lovely little page saying thanks, your response has been recorded. Back in my Google Docs page, back here, if I go into my sample form document, when it loads it actually takes me straight to a spreadsheet which has shown the answers that were selected by that entry. From this page, if I would like to re-edit the form, then I just simply go to the form menu and choose to edit the form. That will then give me a little pop-up where I can re-edit the form. I can scroll to the bottom, add new items, change the theme, and so on. If I close that window and go back to my spreadsheet of answers, under the form menu you'll also notice there's an option to show a summary of responses. By selecting to show a summary of the responses, I get a graphical output showing me the answers that the users have chosen, along with down the bottom showing me how many responses have actually been received. So I've only received one response on the 22nd of the 11th in American, and if you change as more and more responses are shown, then you'll also see more and more responses come in. You'll notice that when I go to form and choose to edit the form, down the bottom the link is not particularly friendly. So what you can also do is copy that link, and I use a page called goo.gl. So I'll get rid of these tags, and I'm going to go to goo.gl, and this is just a page that allows you to shorten URLs. So I'm going to paste in the long URL to my form here, push the shorten button, and what that does is it takes my long URL and converts it into this short URL, which is then nice and easy to email it to other people. So you just copy that short URL, and you'll notice that when I click on it, it actually redirects me to the long URL.